Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Marcelino. To all of the OG traders, welcome back today. To all of the new traders that's watching this, even to all of the new observers just trying to get into trading. What's good, people? What's good? What's good? What's good? We just deal with an update. I know I've been quiet and I do want to apologize for that to all of the new subscribers. I want to apologize for the fact that there was no new content, okay? But we're back, man. We're back, and that's all that matters, right? That's honestly all that matters. That we're out here, we're doing this. Now, it's the reason why I kind of took a bit of time off. There was the server freeze. I don't know if I spoke about this before. There was a server freeze and I really took a week off from trading. And then last week, what happened was there wasn't too much days where I was trading, but I did end the week in break even basically. So that was my 2 weeks really, like, and I think it was more so just sort of figuring shit out, you know what I mean? Figuring out. Now I knew that I have 2 months to do this, to do the verification. I'm still not done yet. Yeah, bummer. Pom pom pom. I'm still not done yet with that, but it is what it is. I still have the whole month of October just to get about 4%. Now I am down by about 3%, 3.1%. So I need 7% in essence, really. But it is, honestly, it is what it is. I'm not too stressed about it. I'm not too I'm not getting myself down now. What I have decided to do was basically take one trade. This morning it was a bit funny because usually I get my trade in and around pre-London and then usually the first half hour into London. But this morning the trade came after 10 o'clock, which is already like an hour into London. Now that is still my trading times, and I was about to take a buy in London because we broke above structure really, and that was my key level. That when I said if it breaks, I'm gonna enter a buy. So I placed my buy stop with a 10 pip stop loss, anticipating that this candle that is open right now after the candle that it broke the resistance, I'll show you guys in a minute, will just continue after it makes its wick. However, for most of that 15-minute candle, we were bearish, and it went past my 10 pip stop loss size, and I didn't know whether I still want to take it or not, and I decided not to take it. And after that, when I decided not to take it and start getting ready for gym, what happened was that thing done shot the fuck up, and it went to my TP and past my TP, and that's just what happens. Like, you just need to ask yourself whether you want to miss the trade or not, because if it does qualify as a trade, then you ask yourself, is it fine for you to take it? Is it not fine for you to take it? And in hindsight, I should have taken the trade. Coming back from German, I think it was a bit of a rash decision trying to get into a trade, and I got into the trade just because I've seen the 4H now has switched structure on GBP JPY, meaning we are now completely bullish. Now we were pushing bullish with a ton of bullish pressure. However, to me, at least personally, we weren't bullish in structure on the 4H. Yes, we might have been bullish on the 1H, 30-minute, and all the intraday time frames, but on the higher time frame, we were yet to change structure. So I was expecting possibly maybe a bounce off from that structure level to then start looking at sells. But obviously I'm looking at the market and I'm trying to and not anticipate what it's going to do, but just react to what the market is doing. So that was my outlook in London. And then now when the 4H broke above and it broke structure, I'm just anticipating. Even right now, I'm done trading for the day because I took that L, and I'm just trying to take one trade a day, just being disciplined for the rest of the year. Disciplined, one trade a day, try to take an excellent trade and just continue doing what I need to do. I'm more than likely, because if I'm being honest with you guys, like going into next year, I just want to trade London session. I don't want to be trading New York because I don't want my life to be like surrounded around trading. So I just want to do London session, and then after London session, do what I want to do in the afternoon times. And yeah, guys, that's an update from me with that. Personally, why I've been missing like the videos and why I've not been doing it, it's just a matter of uh, like I have this goal in mind where I want to be in terms of my weight and with gym and those type of things. So when I leave the gym after London session, after I'm done training in London, and then I'll come back, usually trade New York if I didn't take any trade. So usually trade New York, which means now I'm within like looking at the times. I'm going until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, because NYSE opens about 3 o'clock, 3:30, right? And then that pushes me trading half an hour after 3:30, which is 4 o'clock. And that's basically the day. And then I need to go run, because I'm either run or walk, because I'm trying to hit my goal in terms of like weight loss and things like that. And if I do need to update you guys, currently right now I'm sitting at 84.7 kgs, and that's just because of like the weekends happenings and things like that. But yeah guys, I'm honestly like, from a personal point of view, I'm trying to, in this fourth quarter, like where we're going to, I'm trying to kind of be more spiritual, really. Like I'm trying to work on that, incorporate some goals with that, because I feel like I fell off. So yeah guys, I don't know if you like, yeah, hit me with some steps to take to become sort of more spiritual, really, just to be, I don't know, like be more, be like, I don't know, just be more aware, you know what I mean? Like aware spiritually. That's what I'm trying to do, like for fourth quarter. And then also obviously get the health up and really just lose this 10 kgs that I was planning on by the end of November. So yeah, we are looking good. I've lost like 2.5 to 3 kgs already, so it's just about in and around 7 to 8 kgs that I need to lose still, because I want to lose anywhere in between 10 to 12 kgs. I don't know how much pounds that is. It's probably about 22 pounds in the next like 2 months. So yeah guys, that's a personal update on my life. And I'm gonna be I'm going to try not to trade New York. Now I'm a trading rat. Like I love the charts. I love to be in front of the charts, or be able to like vision certain moves, and or visualize at least certain moves, and watch what's going on. Like I like to like, I love trading, you know what I mean? So it is kind of difficult for me to like put my focus on one trading session, especially when there's no volume in that trading session. Like if there's no trades, then I will find myself sitting in New York, and I don't want to be doing that, because I feel like the more time you expose yourself to the market, the more likely you are to kind of lose, because that's just the way it is. Like you want to lose less, trade less. And yeah guys, so that's my update on my verification account, and that's my update on my life right now. I'm gonna try to be making these videos every single day. If I do take a trade, every single day. If I take a trade, there will be a video. If I don't take a trade, there will not be a video, because I do just want to explain my trades, and that's what I'm about to do now. I'm gonna explain today's trade to you guys, and hopefully it makes sense. I think for me personally, it would have just been the way I could have handled my risk management. Instead of taking the full 1% loss, I could have possibly closed out half. Now I did go to the toilet while the trade was on, and when I came back, the trade was stopped out. So yeah, it is what it is, and it's just trading, man. Like just play your probabilities out. Ask yourself, what's the probability of this thing happening over that thing? And then also guys, if you guys want an update on what book I'm reading Atomic Habits now. I just finished chapter 1, which is quite dope. Honestly, it's quite dope. It's basically just based on being 1% better every single day, and that's what I've been asking myself in trading. If you guys want some pointers as to what I'm doing, I always ask myself, is your stop loss 1% better than what it was yesterday? Is the trade that you enter in and the direction that you enter in 1% better than what it was yesterday? And if you guys can like start to like ask yourself questions, or while you're sitting at the charts around bettering yourself every single day, then I feel like you'll be able to take excellent trades. And yeah, let's live an excellent life. be excellent in gym, be excellent on trading, be excellent in everything that you do. Just try to do it excellently, you know what I mean? But let's get into the charts, guys.
Okay, guys, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at GBP JPY. Now, as I mentioned, I do think I took it a bit prematurely. Now, honestly, I think that this range right here can still be filled within New York or within some time today. I think we might hit 152,500, just basing it all from the momentum that we had or from the first or from the London 4H, and then the next 4H candle should be able to push higher if I am correct. And that's just the theory that I was looking at. So what you can see is that we had a clear break above this key area in the market. And what I'm looking for is for price to start showing me potential to go higher. So what I can see is that there was a level created right here when we had this resistance created or just a bear candle. So then now you have that key area in the market. We had an attempt to break out with this bullish candle, but then we had a break back into the market right here with, bear in mind, with no top wick. So what does that mean? That just means that there's so much bears in that candle that uh, there was no attempt to even push higher at that point. So when I came to the charts and I came back from German, I saw this candle closing like this, taking out the high of the previous candle and closing very, very strong bullish. What that basically means to me is that we're more likely now going to start to kick on and just push up, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at the formation of these candlesticks with the overall bias that now we bullish above this area, and the 4H candlestick really pushed a decent amount. So I'm anticipating that after this wick being formed on the 4H, that price will just kind of flip and start to make a new candle, you know what I mean? So like that's the wick being created right here, and then I'm thinking, okay, now we're going to start to flip and make the body and then create the top wick eventually. So that was my thought process. So what I was thinking is once we take out the high of this candle, we should then be able to have more confirmation that more bulls have stepped in. So therefore I placed a buy stop slightly above this area. And yeah, as you can see, we got triggered in, we then pushed down, and I noticed that there was no wick at the end here of this bearish candle. So that just means that 50-50 chance that the next candle is either going to be bearish or it's going to be bullish. So I figured, okay, so since this candle closed like this, usually I would close 50%, but I didn't at that point because of there being no wick. Okay, so what I did was I didn't close anything and I just left it figuring, okay, there's no wick at the end of this candle. Let me see exactly what's going to happen with the next candle, and I'll wait for the 30-minute close to then make a decision as to what to do. And this is what happened. I literally went to the went to the bathroom, and there was like 2 minutes left on the 30-minute candle, 2 to 3 minutes. And I said, okay, no, when I come back, 30-minute candle is more likely going to be closed. And hopefully we can close, because we were at that point with 3 minutes left, we were bullish, right? Were bullish, and I was thinking, okay, no, if we are going to close bullish, then I'll hold the trade. If we close bearish but we in the negative, then I'll close 50%. And unfortunately, when I came back, price just took me out, and that was my trade for the day. Now I do think that even it's tough now, because this was a clear support right here, and we do have kind of clean candles to the left hand side right here, right? We have clean candles to the left hand side right here all the way down to this area, and we are entering back into this range. So it's a bit tough, but if this 30-minute candle closes back above this key area that is being created right here, back above this key area, then there's a big possibility that we will start to kick on and push higher, because that's my overall view of things. What you can actually do is just wait for the resistance to be broken, at the top here because there was a resistance created on the 30-minute. Now wait for the resistance to be broken and a close above this area, and once that happens we should then have a confirmed and I should have actually waited for this, have a confirmed bias that we are going bullish. And as you can see now, it is New York open. So I think we should then continue high into 152,500, and that's about a 30, 40 pip move, 38 pip move. Now you don't need to catch the whole thing. It depends on how big your stop loss is going to be, depending on which time frame you're going to enter on. But clearly clean, you have a clean passage of movement from about 152, 120 to 152, 500. And it all depends on what you do with that information and the way you enter, what your entry confirmations are. But really, once we get a break and a close above 152, 100, we should be like easily on our way to 152, 500 today. And if that doesn't happen and we just range or we go down, then I don't know, possibly not trade. But I'm not trading. I'm done for the day. As I mentioned, those are my two trades, guys. I hope it was helpful to you guys so that if you do trade in a similar manner to the way I do, then you can learn something from it. I think my lesson from that is don't be in a rush, especially when it comes to New York. So, but like as I mentioned, I'm probably not going to be trading New York as much as I would compared to London. If you guys want to know where I would have taken London's trade, it would have been here. This was my entry. I had a buy stop above this. If you above this plus spread, so I think it was 615 or something like that. 615, and then my stop was 10 pips, but then this candle eventually took out. Let me show you guys. It was above this bullish candle on the 15-minute at about 615, and this candle took out my stop loss, so I needed to delete it and kind of make a new one. But then I told myself, nah, this thing's pushing for way too long. Like 14 out of the 15 minutes or 13 out of the 15 minutes we were bearish, and then we flipped up and then we continued into the next key area, which would have been a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, which would have been nice. But it is what it is, man. Like, it happens. It's just to me it's encouraging to see that things play out, and it all depends on your view of what exactly happens in the market. If you're going to feel shit about missing a trade, then you're more likely going to kind of overtrade because you have that feeling that I missed this trade, so now I need to. And I feel like that might have happened to me, where it's like, okay, you missed this trade this morning, so now you need to get into the market, and I ended up losing. So I'm trying to be more composed tomorrow, try to just be more excellent in my trading, especially after I've taken no trade in London. I'll rather wait for the next day for London to come. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. Hold me accountable to train in London, please, because that's where I really like. In the future, I would like to just knock my trading out in the morning, and then whether there's trades or no trades, it doesn't really matter. You guys need to remember that trading should fit your lifestyle. And if you're in the US and you don't want to trade London, because I understand that it's in the early morning times, like the AMs, if you don't want to trade it, then don't trade it. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the only time that you can trade, then by all means go ahead. But trading, like we have this thought process that trading should, like, your life should just be around trading. I feel like trading should fit into your life. You shouldn't fit trade, like, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but yeah, you guys understand what I'm saying. Or hopefully you do. But like, yeah, you shouldn't like, it should be easy. It should be the times that you want to trade. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the times that you want to trade, that's when you should be trading. The session that fits best into your life. In the afternoon times, I would like to do my running. I would like to read a book. I would like to do other things besides trading. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And if there's no trades, then there's no trades. If there is, then we need to capitalize. We can't be out here sleeping on the job the way I did today. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be coming one as soon as I take another trade. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications. The next time I do the video, I will update you guys on the Finding Talent portal, okay? But from your boy Marcelino, peace and love. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to love your family and enjoy life, man. Peace out.